Welcome to another episode of Debunked by the Unveiling Dogma Project. In this episode, we break down the resurrection of Jesus Christ from Christianity. The claim we are exploring today is that Jesus Christ was crucified, died, buried, and rose from the dead on the third day as a divine act to atone for humanity's sins. Let's delve into our scientific, fact-based rebuttals that go beyond common sense and basic facts to provide a deep scientific analysis that even skeptics will find challenging to dismiss. 1. Advanced medical science and biological death. Evidence. Medical science defines death as the irreversible cessation of all vital functions, including the electrical activity in the brain, respiratory system, and circulatory system. Studies in resuscitation and post-mortem phenomena show that certain cellular functions can continue for minutes to hours after death, but complete revival naturally after 3 days without decomposition is medically impossible. Implication: the biological implausibility of someone naturally returning to life after a period that would ensure irreversible brain damage and bodily decay challenges the physical reality of the resurrection as described in the New Testament. Are you enjoying this deep dive into debunking myths? If you appreciate this rigorous analysis and want to see more content that challenges conventional narratives, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video to spread critical thinking. Now, let's continue with our next compelling rebuttal. 2. Detailed historical and archaeological data. Evidence. Historical and archaeological examinations of contemporary accounts outside the New Testament reveal no independent corroboration of the miraculous events reported to have occurred. Many historians agree that while Jesus was a historical figure, the miraculous elements of his life, including the resurrection, are often supported by sources written decades after the events with inherent biases. Implication: the absence of contemporaneous corroborative evidence outside the religious texts questions the historicity of the resurrection narrative and suggests that these accounts may be allegorical or symbolic rather than factual historical events. 3. In-depth psychological and sociological analysis. Evidence. Psychological studies on cognitive dissonance and sociological research into messianic expectations reveal that followers facing the cognitive dissonance of a prophetic failure, that is, the death of a believed Messiah, could reinterpret or evolve beliefs to reaffirm their faith, for example, shifting from a physical kingdom to a spiritual resurrection. Implication: the development of the resurrection belief could be understood as a psychological coping mechanism to maintain cohesion and purpose among followers, rather than a factual recounting of historical events. 4. Rigorous textual and literary criticism. Evidence. Textual scholars analyze variations and historical context of biblical texts, noting that earlier manuscripts of the New Testament, like Mark's Gospel, do not originally include detailed post-resurrection appearances. These were added in later versions, suggesting a developing narrative rather than a consistent eyewitness account. Implication: the evolving nature of the resurrection accounts in the New Testament texts suggests the possibility of theological embellishment over time, particularly influenced by the needs of the early Christian communities and theological agendas. 5. Theoretical physics and biological laws. Evidence. The laws of physics and biological laws govern decay rates and the conditions necessary for life. The resurrection claim defies known laws of thermodynamics and biological decomposition, which dictate that a body's revival after 3-day cellular death under normal conditions is scientifically implausible. Implication: the physical and biological inconsistencies presented by the resurrection narrative suggest a mythological rather than a historical interpretation, challenging the literal acceptance of the event and influencing the plausibility of theological claims based on this miracle. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Debunked by the Unveiling Dogma Project. Disagree? Agree? Have something to say on the subject? Let us know in the comments below. While you're at it, please like, share, and subscribe for more insightful debunking sessions